So I would like to review the items that I took on my Missouri camping trip, kayak camping trip. I took a JetBoil folding spoon, Sea to Summit metal spoon. I kept those in my breakfast dry bag and in my dinner dry bag. Also took a foldable Gerber pocket knife. I took a JetBoil Minimo and the fuel. And then also I took a JetBoil drinking cup, which actually fits quite nicely into the pot. For breakfast and lunch, I had a 3-in-1 coffee, and then some mornings I just had an instant oatmeal or a breakfast bar. And then once I packed up, I had what I call a second breakfast, and I had some dried fruit and some trail mix. And for lunch, I would either have my dried fruit, trail mix, or I'd have a energy bar or cheese and crackers. I found that I liked the cheese and crackers most for lunch. For my hydration, first day I took a bottle of Gatorade, and then I took some packets of Gatorade Light. This is a new product I'm going to try, so I don't know what that's going to taste like. But I'll update you on whether it's a good choice. And for my dinners, I find that I enjoy a nice hot meal at the end of a paddling day. The temperatures range from the high 60s to the low 80s, so a nice hot meal was nice. The first night, I did have a barbecue and macaroni and cheese with actually a leftover piece of cornbread that I packed in this container. The disadvantage to this is I had to carry this container for the whole 5 days. And the next was probably my most complicated meal to cook, was Spam. What I did is first I greased the pot with just regular vegetable shortening, try to fry this up, and then I put some rice and peas and carrots. And then I actually had some soy sauce flavored ramen, and in here I had about 2 tablespoons of crunchy peanut butter, which that was my most calorie dense meal. Then my most easiest meal to prepare was a buffalo style chicken, instant mashed potatoes, and peas and carrots. And after that, for my dessert, I actually had a cup of hot tea and some fig Newtons. So altogether, I probably paid about $60 for the groceries, which that included the snacks to and from our trip, and then also if I buy like peas and carrots, I have to buy 4 of them, and I only use 2. Same with the mashed potatoes, you have to buy 4, but I only use 2, but I'm just adding all of it. I thought I would just go ahead and show you how I cooked the most simplest meal. So basically what I did is I boiled about 3/4 cup water. So once the water has come to almost a boil, it's boiling now, I added my peas and carrots. and added the hot water. Stir. We're good. Let it hydrate for a minute. Add the chicken. They're real good. And the reason why I say this was the easiest is because I could eat right out of the packaging. I did not repackage any of my food, and everything, nothing got damaged, everything rode nicely in the kayak. And then I'll give it a taste. It was a nice and filling meal at the end of the day. If you have any questions, please add something in the comments. Thanks for watching.